Oh, Sandy and Evan and anyone else out there who happens to see this message. So I've got it in I've got it in landscape now. Sandy, okay, you happy with that now? Good, glad to hear it. Um, yeah, it was just another quick video. I don't make a lot of videos because I don't need to because there's amazing people out there already doing it. So this video, or initially first part of it is to say a huge thank you to people like Sandy and Kevin, Paul Beckwith, Guy McPherson, because I was trying to think of the right analogy. It's not like we won, but we're right. And if you think about all the abuse and the criticism we've had to endure during this thing, and other people have endured as well, and we were right. And that's not a good thing because it means we're ultimately doomed, but then we already were. We're going to die at some point, as Guy says. So yeah, much respect to the people who really got all the videos out there and the ones I've really enjoyed listening to. I suppose what I'm trying to say is I'm on a slightly different sphere, as I've never believed that we could get ourselves out of this. So, in the good old army tradition, I've been hoping for the best, but praying for the sorry, praying for the best, hoping for whatever it goes, praying for the yeah, pray, hoping for the best, preparing. Sorry, I'm a bit high for the worst. Because the way I look at it is, if the worst doesn't happen or it's not quite as bad, at least I've prepared for it. So, I mean, I remember 2010. I come from a place called Somerset, in the West Country, west of England, west of the UK, and we had a big flood there in 2010. And it's not that it hasn't flooded before, but they sort of manage it quite well down there. But we had so much rain that we had what they called a 300-year flood, and that there hasn't been one for that's about 8 years now. So people are starting to relax now, and they think it'll never happen again. But it's only a matter of time. The sea levels. I think, whilst that's an important subject, obviously, if people living near the coast, that's not going to happen so quickly. What's going to happen so quickly is the what we're seeing now with this extremes in temperature. It's going to come to the point where crops just physically will either not grow properly or not grow at all. They're talking about harvesting the wheat early in England now, but I've been to the fields and there's nothing. There's nothing in the ear. I mean, it's ripe, but there's very little in the ear, so there's not going to be, a bumper crop. Quite good quality, what is there, but it won't be a lot. And this is what we're going to see worldwide, I think. That and torrential rains flooding crops out. We just had a massive flood in Japan again. Was it 3 months rain, I think, in a month or something? This crazy sort of figures that have been bandied around there, temperatures, I mean, we've got cool again. Last night was unbelievable. I could barely sleep. And this morning it's cooled off because I'm in the north east of England, so we tend to draw in a bit of cold air from the Arctic. So, it's not so bad. But, just looking at other places in the world, and, I said back in 2010, this is not going to take long. And then I saw Guy McPherson's video, which was about 2 years old last year. So it's 3 years, isn't it? And he was saying 10 years. And I thought, I don't think I think that's conservative. And I don't know why I thought that, because I always kind of seen having been in the army and having lots of friends who've been in conflict and witnessed lots of things where things can turn go rapidly south very, very quickly. That's the way I kind of view things. So I bow to everybody's greater knowledge about North Atlantic currents and rainfall and ice melting and that sort of thing. But I mean, to be honest with you, I just used a good dollop of common sense. And I wasn't, it just astounds me when you watch replays of videos where the people are looking at the tsunami as the tide's going out. And that's what most people are doing now. They're looking at the weather and going, "Oh, look, the tide's gone out." and there's a fucking tsunami coming. I don't just mean a physical wave either. It's just three sort of pronged attack, isn't it? It'll take out our infrastructure, it'll take out our ability to eat, and then probably stick some fucking disease in right at the end just to finish it off. So on that cheerful note, that's kind of my scenario, I'm afraid. Zombies, people eating each other, that kind of thing. Luckily, I live on an island, so push comes to shove, as they say over here. Steal a boat, enough supplies to keep off land for about 6 weeks, while it all goes completely tits up. And it's going to be bad. It's not. I don't mean immediately, but at some point, it's going to be like, name your favourite zombie flick, and that's what it's going to be like. I think it'd be a while from now, but you just, the power goes out for one day, they'll be rioting in the streets. People's internet won't be working. They'll be like, they know what's going on, can't get any news, and then boom, all the gangs will take over, and whew, here we go. Yeah, so not cheerful. Dogs are barking as well, so I've got to go and see what's up. Okay, peace, love, fight the good fight. Well done, one and all. Love you lots.